Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand Rising, everybody. This your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka I'm in the dark, but I'm always in the dark, Honor. Y'all wouldn't know the difference. It is Wellness Wednesday, and y'all know today we always try to give y'all something good to go on, whether it's mental health, financial health, physical health, and all day, but just good old something good to go on today. I'm sitting here contemplating, just thinking about what if another what if, because I heard the news that they're over there bombing in Tel Aviv and all of that and everything. I know everybody keeps saying there's no missile capability for them to reach over here with a missile and all of that, but what about all of these? This is a conspiracy theory now. What about all of these sleeper cells? What about all these people that's already here? And you say a word, and next thing you know, they're going off doing all type of chaos and lewd and lascivious things and all types of debauchery and all this crazy stuff going on. Because every time I turn on the news, and y'all know I used to love watching the news, but it just got in my heart, just gotten so heavy because every time I turn on the news, somebody doing some mass killing, a mass shooting, children losing their lives, women losing their life, and getting SA and all of that. It's just, it's like everybody's seriously going crazy. You know, everything going up but our salary, the price of gas, the price of food, the price of rent, clothes, and everything. But you still got that little meager Italy Pitleys earning. That needs to go up. That needs to be 10 times the deficit or whatever. It's just like, how do we get through? Let me tell you, the human soul is a resilient thing. And y'all know that because we here like roaches. It's gonna be us and the roaches. Maybe we are nature's roaches. I don't know. But it's resilient, and I'm tired. So if I sound like I'm not making any sense, trust me, it's going to come full circle. I'm going to make some sense. But your will, our will to fight and stick together in community, that's what we're talking about here. Y'all just saw yesterday, or the day before yesterday, you experienced all 4 seasons in one day. So what makes y'all think that the rest of this stuff ain't a conspiracy? Y'all thought the weather machine was until you saw it one day. Look, all I'm saying, we gotta network, come together, stick together, and don't let anything get in between us. 50 Cent and Jay-Z beefing again. Why? Why is money fighting with money? Well, I'm just so tired of that. That's, come on, isn't that old and very cliche-ish? Is that so we could look somewhere else or not focus on the real problems that's at hand here? Is that, I don't know. Every time you turn on the news, it's something crazy. And I'm just, we need to make our own news, not fake news, but let's write and put on all good stories that come our way. You know, all stuff that makes your heart go warm, just to give back to humanity, to one another. We can have, everybody got a cell phone these days. Anybody can be a reporter. You out and you see something or you do something good, report on it. So people know that there still is good in the world. And it's not all dark. It can't all be dark, right? Because if it's all dark, then we ain't doing nothing but bumping into each other. So let's get in with the show. Let's bring in my super philosopher, my super producer. It's the Molly Moore. I don't even know who else is on the line because I'm not on my laptop again. I'm on the phone, and y'all know.
Sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas.
What up, Rig?
What up, Molly Moore? What up?
What up with you,
What's up?
Hey, Uncle E.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
We doing all right. Everybody we can in the week once, twice.
Oh, well, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Somebody give me some good energy for the day.
Good energy for the day. I was hoping you bring us some good energy. I got the good energy, but you know you my little sunshine, my little ball of fire.
So the word of the day would be about patience.
Patience, okay.
When we're dealing with patience, we're dealing with a whole lot of different mental aspects. As long as you have patience, everything you want will come to you. You know, like patience. If you notice, the average person who has patience doesn't be frustrated a lot.
Okay, patience.
We got in. What up, Chow? Appreciate you tapping in. Y'all in here, please like, share, subscribe. You watching on YouTube. Got Chow Bout in the house.
Okay, thank you.
You back up?
Yeah, well, almost. They just gotta wrap it up and put it back in the wall, the socket back in the wall. Cause I don't want nobody to think, put it what back in the wall, Reese? Put it back, the electrical socket. And that was dangerous. I'm glad Weezy didn't stick that plug in there because it was shot. Something would have happened to somebody. And I don't know how I got like that.
Are you saying y'all was about to fry some fish?
You think about to fry some fish, the phone, run. I don't eat seafood, I'm allergic to it. I ain't frying no fish. No.
Hey, that
That don't
video.
mean that.
I don't play with you, Riri.
Oh no. Yeah, I feel like I'm lost now. Okay. All right. It's all good. All good.
You weak over there. Oh, man. I'm weak over there.
I wasn't ready, but thank you, Riri. You always know how to make me smile. Thank you very much. What the fuck?
And touche right back at you. I love your energy. You make me smile too.
I gotta go pick son up. Man.
Oh man.
Grab him.
No, why am I here?
Son going.
Is the sun is out?
No, I said I'm going to grab my son.
Oh, the back. Okay.
Oh man. Shout no.
He going to work with me today. He going to school. He going to work.
Okay.
He's going to work.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Is school out today?
Nah, he's suspended.
Nah. Oh wow.
Yeah, he's suspended. I ain't mad. You know what that means? I'm about to slave the shit out of him. Yeah, you don't want to be in school? I'm gonna show you what happens when you're not in school. This is what people do. We get up and we fuck our bodies up all day. That's what the fuck you about to do. I'm about to make sure you fuck your body.
You gonna make him be crying for school. I want to go to school, mama. Yeah. School's high.
No, I'm gonna have him saying, man, I ain't trying to go back to work with you. Yeah, you sure? You sure?
Right. Don't let him outwork you. I don't want to call 2 hours later. He like, hey, Ma, come help my father. He done pulled his back out. You know, I finished the job, but he need help getting up. That is your son, man. He naturally strong for no reason. I don't know why the fuck he built like that.
You ain't never lied.
You might pick up 2 more jobs after that. You know what, Dad? You right. Why go to school when I can do this?
Oh wow.
Nah, you gotta work.
That would be something because
they can do everything.
Would you say, oh, there would be something because what?
Because he honestly likes going to work with me. He honestly likes it. I told him, you know, my philosophy as far as society goes is, if you want to slave, you better be slaving for your motherfucking self. You ain't getting out here slaving for nobody. Don't give a damn who it is. Don't give a damn how much money it is. You know what I'm saying? You want to get out here and work for yourself.
Right, and get it.
And speaking of working for yourself, is this 50 Cent and Jay-Z beef new again?
No, I don't know.
This
they
is
always
old.
Beef.
That beef is old.
That's Chow. New York. What up, Cal?
The South Side home of Jamaica, Queens, no cap. Shout, is it new again or is it old on again, off again? That's like a bad bromance. 1 minute they loving each other, the next minute they beefing. 1 minute they go on vacations together, the next minute somebody in the Epstein Islands. Then it's just crazy. They stop it. We got too many.
It's bigger than that, Riri.
No brand.
Oh,
It's bigger than that.
wow.
See, we fail to realize that 50 Cent is what you would call the whistleblower of rap. Yeah, he's the whistleblower of rap. You know what I'm saying?
Is the whistleblower? All right. Okay.
Yeah, his whole career is based upon calling out the next nigga's lies. You ain't noticed that? Everything that 50 Cent put out there is about somebody telling a fucking lie.
Oh, well, are they lying?
Are they lying? Fuck yeah, they lying. These fake ass rappers don't
That's
live.
why they say no cap. That's why
Yeah,
Shout just said no cap.
I'm gonna say this. The ones who got money, the real rappers who got money, don't show their money.
Right.
The ones that's broke show all the money in the world. If I got money, what am I gaining by showing you my money? I mean, let's use some common sense. What am I gaining by showing you my money? Not less. I'm trying to get you to follow me. Follow the money, right? Ain't that what we always say? Follow the money.
Yeah.
So you got all these females and all these dudes. They get into the rap game following the money. But guess what? The funny thing is, before you even sign that contract, you damn near $100,000 to $500,000 down because they're gonna pay all the money for the video
time and all
the
of
video, that. Yeah, the video, the renting the cars, the paying the people to get in the video. Like it's a whole bunch of bullshit, you know what I'm saying, that these record companies do. You know what I'm saying? So you already a hit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you $500,000 down. So you gotta
So
try.
you already a slave too. That means you over there coming out the gate.
Right. So the second video, you already down 500. Okay, you go platinum or whatever, right? You ain't even make no money because now you got to pay off that bill that you owe, and then the bill goes up because the producer, if you hot right now, I'm gonna make some more videos. I'm gonna throw some more money out there. When you fall, I ain't got to worry about you saying shit because you fall. Hey, you still owe me money. I can let you get the fuck on. Receive your royalties, all that, because you still owe me.
You know, do y'all remember the movie Cadillac Records, right? Molly, you see that? With Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters. Y'all remember the episode when Little Walter died? They didn't have no money to bury him. Muddy Waters buried him, but Muddy Water needed money. And Howlin' Wolf came in and threw this big old stash of money. And he was like, well, how are you making money? He said, because I don't owe the company. Howlin' wasn't taking them cars. Howlin' wasn't taking all of these gifts that the company was giving, throwing his ways and all of that stuff. You remember Walter and them was getting, especially little Walter was getting a new car every week because he kept taking the doors off of the damn cars and stuff. And they kept giving him, but he was so into debt that he wasn't worth no money. I mean, well, he was worth money, but he owed them so much money he didn't have no money. And I took that in any part of the industry. When you signing these contracts, when you signing your soul away, you got to be careful of what you really read what you're signing and how they giving you your kickbacks and all that and your stipends. And how does that run into your residual gain? See?
Oh, thank you for saying that because that's also what runs your bill up too. Because you get a stipend every weekend. See, these dudes are not allowed. They're not allowed to spend money the way that everybody think they're going to spend because that's not your money. That's why when these rappers go broke, what happened to your chains? All them chains you had. Oh, this $50,000 chain, this $180,000 watch. What happened to all that shit? Oh, my bad. it was never yours. It was rented. It was rented.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna rent no damn jewelry. They crazy.
I mean, you
That's
that look,
better than buying it.
everything,
No, but
everything.
why not wear fake jewelry then? If you gonna rent it, why not wear
Nah, well, you can rent the real one, just give it back. It's like going on vacation. People be renting Ferraris and Maybachs. They can't buy a Maybach, and you can't get a knockoff Maybach. That ain't gonna work. Cause there's dudes out there with real Maybach. You can't be a
Mhm.
real artist on stage with other artists with real jewelry, with fake jewelry. They can see it, you know.
They,
So
they
they just
they
rent
walk
it out.
around
It's
with
only a
diamond
couple of
readers.
$100. Yeah, a few $100. You can wear with all this jewelry, look like you got $1 million worth of jewelry, and just give it back. It ain't like people would know, you know. So, and then when you get the money, you can possibly get a deal and buy one, you know, the one that you
Hold
actually
up, now
had
let
in
me
the
phone my
video.
son.
So, I mean, I don't know. What would you do? Would you buy? I ain't buying no chains. I had one
no.
though. I got one. I had a black diamond Marvin and Marshall chain. My brother got for me. I got robbed for that gun in North Carolina. Had about 8 guns up my
Wow.
damn head. I got my
And
chain
you
back
lost
though.
your
Like a
chain.
week later, or so about a week later, I got my chain back, and then I just gave it away because, bruh, already got the insurance money back for it, so they didn't look like insurance fraud, you know. So I ain't know that. I was just so focused on like, ain't no nigga out here gonna have my chain, you know, on that young dumb stuff. Uh, got my chain back, but I had to give it back up. But I don't care for jewelry. I never did. Some people be into that, but that's what you need when you're in that type of lifestyle. You're a rapper and all that. That's the type of stuff that you need to portray the image, you know. So
And that's what it's about. It's about a facade. A lot of this shit is nothing but a facade.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if you believe it's all that money in that rap game, it is, but you 9 out of 10, you won't the average rapper is not gonna be on the level of 50 Cent, Jay-Z, uh Nas. You got a lot of now only reason why Jay-Z, I mean why 50 Cent is beef with Jay-Z is because see y'all don't remember back in the day when everybody was beefing over Aaliyah, Lil Kim, like all they was beefing over all them little bras. But Aaliyah is the one that showed out because they passed her around. Dame Dash,
That
R.
sounds so
Kelly,
terrible.
yeah, R. Kelly, Hall. Man, it's a whole lot of people they passed her through. And you had a lot of people that liked Aaliyah, that really liked
Mhm.
Aaliyah.
So they passed
Aaliyah
her
got
around like a baton. Did
yeah,
you
they
say they
definitely
passed her around like a baton? That's
yeah. And then the thing about it is Aaliyah wasn't
mm.
even she wasn't even 16.
Where is mommy and daddy? Thank you.
They
I got
sell their
super maintenance
kids.
here at Carriage Hill. I got another super maintenance man. I'll give Jeremiah a shout out. Super maintenance man. He came in. Man, him and Miguel. I mean, I'm trying to tell y'all. Trying to tell y'all. Thank you. Watch the show. I will have it. Okay. Thank you. Oh, bam. I got look, here you go. I'm about to Molly, I'm about to hit him up with the show. He said, what is on? It's on Facebook and YouTube, but if you just click, yeah, I like to try to talk to him. We talk about everything. He said he liked the topic, y'all. So that's good. And we about to get another viewer watch. Here, look, these
All
are
right.
little tokens.
And I know that war about.
Yeah, let's move back around with this. The Morning Mac Show. Look at that. This is what I
I,
want.
I,
Tap your
I
tap your
found out what that
phone.
war about. I found out yesterday what that war was about.
The war
It's
with
about
Aaliyah, I mean Jay-Z and 50 Cent.
nah Jay-Z. I mean, like I said, Jay-Z and 50 Cent. The beef is because Jay-Z is just like Diddy. It's just like Diddy. See, it's a whole lot of things that they're not saying. A whole lot of things they're not
That's
saying.
only they
But
charge it.
like I said, you'd be surprised at these
It's
dudes
both. Is that a droid
is
or Apple?
They dealing
Yeah,
with
put the thing up.
witches and warlocks and all that shit.
Now, well, sorry, I was handling some business, making sure our boy I watched the show. And when he get the link, and get the notification, come on YouTube or Facebook. And all you do just hit it on the tap it on the side. This thing right here does wonders. When people say, "Well, how to find you?" You just click it on the back of the phone, and bam, voila, magic. Now wait a minute, one thing at a time. So you said that you found out what the real war was about, the one that we over there fighting now,
Yeah.
that they making people sign up for selective
Recap.
service late in December. That's terrible. Every time I think about that, I get
Now you
chills.
know, nobody is backing Donald Trump. It's only one institution that's backing Donald Trump, and those are the people that's backing Donald Trump are the individuals, the husband and wife who run Israel. That's who is Trump's top supporter. Remember, if y'all remember, he got on the stage. Remember, Trump at one time Trump didn't fuck with Israel. Trump was he was saying that, man, Israel was wrong for the Gaza Strip. He was going to stop that shit and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he
But it
liked
was,
Israel.
huh?
I
He
thought he
didn't
liked
like him.
Israel.
He didn't like
Jeremiah,
him
see
at
if it's
first.
plugged up.
He
Is it
didn't like
working?
him at first,
It
but
might.
they became his biggest donor. They gave him $285 million towards his witch columns.
You can move that.
Whenever Trump needs money, he goes to them. But also they're lobbyists. So which means anything that they ask Trump to do, he's going to do.
He got to do
That-
it. Yep.
anything. And right now, Iran is a problem because Iran is the only country. Iran, Russia, and China is the only country that's not with this world. This
New World Order.
world order. Yeah, they're not with that stupid shit. Y'all don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with y'all. Period. It's just that simple. Vladimir Putin called the United States the other day. They called our government a bunch of vampires and baby eaters. They call
Vampire and baby what?
vampires and baby eaters.
Got no sense.
Iran made it very Iran made that very plain and clear that they do not want to hurt any black people. This war is not about black people. Black people have nothing to do with it, and they're not trying to hurt not one black person. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot with this war. It's this war right here is designed to cause it's designed to cause a shakeup with the money. You gotta remember one thing. You have one side. It has to be somebody that funds the war. So whenever there's a war, it has to be somebody that's funded. So, like Marley said, you follow the money. You follow the money. Y'all do know Israel is considered the richest, even though they say Dubai. Israel is considered the richest country in the world. Reason why they're the richest country in the world is because everybody donates to Israel. Israel kids wake up with bank accounts. When you are born in Israel, you automatically have a bank account. Ain't that something? So if you ask if you ask any Israeli, like the people who have the money and all that shit, ask them where their money come from. And they're gonna tell you, I don't know. Where you work at? Oh, I work with my uncle. Where y'all work at? Oh, we got an apartment building. We manage an apartment building. How many days you work a year? 37. 37. Well, you got 37 holidays, some shit like that. You can't hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. Now, he talks so long, he be thinking nobody can hear him. Tell me why they claim to be God's country, but they got statues of Baal. Exactly. People starting to catch on, you know. They getting closer and closer, but they still not there. We not there yet. We gonna get there though. We got in here.
Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up.
Trip, what up,
This is your
Trip?
hour, let your story unfold. New
What
ideas
up,
with the
though?
sunrise spark.
Good
Feel
day,
fully
good day.
fire,
Grand rising.
Why the
Cheers.
grand rise?
glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show.
Also, the reason why
You got
Epstein files.
Oh man, come on! You can't steal my shine, man. Hopping in the same time as me.
What up, funny man?
Funny man, Green.
What is up?
What up? What up?
What's up, funny man, Green?
Unc, what up, brother?
Hey, what's up, white boy?
I'm chilling, man.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up with y'all, gang? You got funny man back, boy. We was worried. I said, hold on. Another day we might got check on funny man. And it's in the hospital. Oh, you get what you were saying before you zapped out. We can hear you the whole time.
I said, and that's one of the reasons why they're not releasing the Epstein files. Because the Epstein files has them doing rituals and all that. And within them rituals, there's a lot of satanic shit going on. And we can't say people don't know. People know because that's what Sodom and Gomorrah is about. You know, Hollywood. You know, that's what it's about. Remember the girl that we was talking to, all she's talking about is doing something to a goddamn man. And that's what they get off for. She says that shit right there entertains her. To hit a male. I said that's not a man. You hitting a male, but that's not a man. I'm saying. And this you have these rappers, which like I said, everything is connected because you have these rappers that's undercover. Just like out of nowhere. Look at how the baby, you a gangster, and then you come on the stage with pink booty shorts on, whatever the fuck. Like, come on, man. How the fuck you gonna change your image in 5 seconds? Who the fuck? What man you know get some tattoos on his legs, like on his thighs and all that goofy ass shit? The fuck I'm putting a tattoo on my thigh for? Why the fuck would I wear some tight ass shorts to a concert? I'm supposed to be a gangster. I'm gonna wear some tight ass shorts, a pink belt, some purple shoes, you know what I'm saying? And then have a fucking slut tattoo on my back and my belly and on my thighs. Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is you gonna do? I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, we have to sit back and come to the reality of this is what society wants us to view as a norm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is normal. Why should we care about this? This is normal. It really doesn't affect us, but I'm gonna tell you how it does affect us because if you're, like I said, if you're taking children from the East Coast and taking them to the West Coast, shit, don't y'all think that we should have an idea about that? Shouldn't we have something to say? Because see, like I said, what we missing is this shit is organized. And I'm gonna tell you how it's organized because you have to wait 24 hours to file a missing persons report. Damn near in any state. So why would I give a motherfucker 24 hours to get the fuck wherever the fuck he's going? Let's make this shit make sense, right? Why not put an Amber Alert out just like that? No, we gotta wait to put an Amber Alert out. We can't put the
Is
Amber
it
Alert out.
is it 24 or 48?
It's 24 to put the alert out. They're not gonna start searching till about 48.
48, yeah.
See, and that's the bad thing. Just like if y'all remember that little girl that got missing in the city, right?
Yeah.
They told the police over 100 times, why y'all checking everywhere but these fucking woods back here? Y'all done checked everywhere 100 fucking miles away. Why not check the woods right here in Washington, D.C. where she lived at? You had people that said, man, little girl, somehow or another, little girl's by the woods or whatever. If you got all these people that keep on using that word woods, why are you not going to search the woods? To this day, they've never searched them woods. They never took them dogs back there or nothing. They searched all the surrounding area, but why not the woods? Where the immediate incident happened. Like I say, we pay attention to the wrong shit in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's messages, everything they put on this stupid tube.
It's stupid too.
Now, if you are an individual who likes to expand his mind, right? You gotta listen from both sides. If you can listen to anything that someone is saying from both sides, you gonna have
You
a
got
better
your
understanding.
pad? Yeah, I got a sound for anything?
You gotta see the pro and the con to everything that they're telling us.
Right.
Right. They speak about the age of Aquarius, the age of awakening. The age it's really not the age of awakening. It's the time that everybody starts to say, hold the fuck up. The shit only makes sense to a damn fool. You tell us one thing, you show us one thing, but then there's a whole nother fucking story behind what's going on. And what's bad is you had every political leader around the world telling Donald Trump, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna condemn them. You never condemned Israel shooting at Gaza, fucking up the whole Gaza Strip, killing all them kids and all that shit. They just hit a hospital the other day. You know what this motherfucker said? Oh, well, people hide in the hospitals. Well, bitch, give them a pass then. Because if you're in a fucking hospital, that means there's kids in that hospital. That means people are trying to get well. You'll blow up a whole fucking hospital for one motherfucker. Let's make this shit make sense. Oh, casualties of war. Can't say casualties of war because, honestly, this is not a war. Not defined under the Geneva Convention. This is an invasion. It's a difference.
And ain't no life a casualty to me.
Yeah, no. Right, but no, what I'm saying is, if you can't declare war, right, from an invasion. You invaded them people. Right now, all them people doing is defending themselves.
Yeah.
That's it. They just defending themselves. They can go a whole lot motherfucking harder. Believe that.
Yeah, when I hear it, I just hear like movies, and just like what you like about the movie, it's like, oh, I like when they, when they bomb and shit. I ain't like, or I think they did such and such wrong. Even in Batman, some people was going for Bane. They feel like his points made sense. They starting to write shit that has sympathy. for the villains. You know, now you get to see the background of the Joker and why he became the Joker. But what people gotta realize is, or understand from what I understand, is that if I see something play out that I've seen written before or already seen happen, I just always think is a plot to it. And I just know that a lot of people don't believe what we see on the news and stuff can't be played out, you know, but we see the Simpsons and them so-called predict these things. To me, that's not prediction. That's foretelling. If I write a script right now with all of y'all as characters and I hand it to all of y'all and say I'm gonna shoot this movie, and then I say fuck it, I get some other people to do the movie with me instead of y'all, and y'all see that movie come out, y'all gonna know for sure, like, hold up,
Yeah.
I know who wrote this movie. I was supposed to be part of this movie. You know, we seen Cat Williams say that about Girls Trip. He was like, I seen this script 10 years before the movie even came out. I supposed to have been in the movie. But for us, it was new. You know, so when they doing stuff and they going to war and all this stuff, to us is new, but I think it's already played out. They already got a script. Hey, Trump, you gonna play this guy. You gonna play the villain. Hey, Iran, y'all gonna play this role. We gonna use y'all this time. Afghanistan had their time. China had their time. Everybody got to play a time when they got to play a role in this world script to keep us in fear. This what I really believe, because it's like, why would you allow people in your country that you beefing with or previously had problems with? I don't care if anytime you drop a nuke on me, it ain't nothing we can ever talk about. You know, just so much crazy stuff. Then they come together and had treaties and do these things together. And Antarctica and different parts of the ocean. It's like, so they do talk, they do come to some type of agreement, but then they got us thinking they just hate each other. And then we get caught up to the news that they telling us, oh, well, you know, Trump bombed his and Trump said this and they leader came back. Who owned the network? We got to really see who owned the network. We only see what they want us to see. At the end of the day, how will we know that the people that we going to war with feel this way about white or black people? Oh, we ain't going to war with these people. Like, how do we know that? Because they pushing it out on their network. That's what it is, media, you know, and that's all they doing is witchcraft on us, and we fall for it, and they sit back and watch because they hear people talking about it. Oh, you know, they're going to bomb us. Can they bomb us all the way from here to there? They say they're going to send a fleet of drones all the way to America. You know, they got all of these spies within America. It's like, what the hell is, like, it sound like a movie. I wonder how do it sound to y'all. How about your thoughts, Dave? We can start with you. What's your thoughts on what you've been hearing lately and what's been going on all these years with the war and everything you heard Unc and us talking about?
Well, first thing that comes to mind when I came in and I heard Unc talking, whatever and all, it's something that I posted a long time ago. It's like the people that we run to is the people that we should have been, the ones that we should be running from. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? As far as, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like the missing kids and different things like that. No. And I heard them talking about, you know what I mean? The 24 hours, 48 hours and everything like that. You know what I mean? The reason why they're not looking is because they had something to do with it in the first place. You know what I mean? And a lot of that is starting to come out, and you know what I mean, in the Epstein's files or whatever like that. You know what I mean? This human trafficking and you know what I mean, different things like that. As far as the war, I mean, there's always a hidden agenda, you know what I mean, that eventually comes out or whatever. Like I was shocked, you know what I mean, the Iraqi, the war over in Iraq or whatever. And I heard the whole time I was thinking, you know what I mean, they was after the oil and everything and all, and coming to find out they was after that Nephilim's DNA and everything.
No, his back.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? You talk about bombing hospitals and different things like that. You know what I mean? Like,
wait a minute, David. Wait a minute. You said something that maybe I didn't catch before. Did you say the Nephilim's body?
Yeah. Was Giggler Dash or something like that. Yeah.
They
That's what
found
they
they
say.
found the body of Gilgamesh in
Yeah,
Iraq. They
Gilgamesh.
found the
Yeah.
location,
Yep.
and they had dudes over there digging. Once they found the body, you know what I'm saying, they cleared everything out. They went started the war. They went and started the war just so they can get his body out of there.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Them dinosaurs, huh?
They
Yeah,
want his
hold on, hey, I'm about to tell
they
y'all
want his
something.
DNA. They want his DNA.
Yeah, I'm about to tell y'all something. And like I said, I just be learning shit. I don't know, my algorithm on my little apps and all that is crazy. I lie to you now. But did you know that every time there's been an upgrade of communication, 1G all the way up to 5G, there's been an epidemic and people have died? Do y'all remember me telling y'all it was
Yeah.
radiation? Remember me telling y'all it was radiation?
Yeah.
A scientist confirmed it. A scientist confirmed it. He confirmed it a while ago, but they started.
Neil Tyson DeGrasse been saying that for a long time too. A lot of people been saying that.
Man, 5G towers, some more.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but no, this is the crazy shit, right?
Say,
Because you know they've been talking about trying to do it again.
A 6G.
Yeah, they're trying to do it again.
Well, they
But
ain't gonna be
a lot
satisfied
of
till you glow in the dark.
no, but a lot of people are saying 6G, honestly, will it's going to fry some people's brains. That
It
yeah,
already is
you
though, huh? Shoot.
nah, it's been hitting. Good God Almighty!
you
But
want to get in this trip? Let's get in there. What you got?
Yeah, the 6G thing, yeah, that's definitely a fact. Trump was talking about that last year that they were working on it. I haven't heard anything about it since then. Probably haven't figured out the whole logistics of it yet, so they just don't blow up right from the beginning. But yeah, that's all definitely truth. The whole Gilgamesh thing, the giants, I mean, that's been a thing. Yeah. They found, I forget what year, I believe it was sometime in the 1800s in Cattaraugus County in New York. They found a burial site with like 3 or 4 bodies, giants of over skeletons over 10 feet tall in the ground in New York State. And funny fact, the football team, New York Giants, that's where they get their name from.
Cut that off. The
And then the whole Epstein thing, to be honest with you, how deep you think it goes, trust me, it goes 100 feet deeper. And they released those 6 million total pages, a lot of redactions. I don't think people are ready to have the whole truth. And the whole reason why they can't release everything is because it would literally crash the stock market. It would put us into a recession that this world has never seen before. Because everybody is involved. The bakers and everything. Everyone would have to step down. There would be no one to run anything. So, I mean, you got to weigh out what's worth more, And hopefully that they can slowly start. I believe that more is going to come out, and I believe we're going to see some shit from it, but I think it's going to take time because they can't just put it all at once, because it would literally crash the stock market, not just for us, but for the world. And the whole thing with Iran, I'm a very anti-war person for the most part, but sometimes it's necessary. And I feel that this one is necessary. Iran, Ayatollah is the evil mofo, man. The whole agenda is death to America, death to the West. You can't let someone like that get nuclear capabilities, man. You just can't. You can't. And, the people ever since 1978, the people of Iran have been under oppression, man, being killed just for speaking out. We just talked about this yesterday about all the protesters that were killed and the 2 weeks following up to the bombing. I mean, Watch your video feed about all the videos, and not just in Iran, but the millions of people, all the Iranians and millions of people all over the world celebrating this. You know, sometimes it's not about us. Sometimes our feelings aren't important when it comes to things. It's not about us. It's about them. You know, it's about us in the sense of protecting us in the West from Iran having nuclear capabilities, but also freeing the people, man, because they're happy with it. They're satisfied. They're glad all that happened. They're praising Trump, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I just feel like that's still part of the plan. You know, the people over there doing their job, you know, like I don't really get too much on what they give me no more. They done found so much stuff. They done discovered so much stuff, and people just take their word. I don't believe they found
you
anything.
can't force millions of people to protest, man. You can't force millions of
You
people
can't.
to
You
cheer.
can't. And that's the thing. What a lot of people don't understand, they smarter than us. So at the end of the day, if Trump wanted to just go over there and just help out, or America be part of they citizens don't fuck with America, because they programmed to think we the bad guys, and we programmed to think they somehow the bad guys. But what you gotta understand is America will fund somebody that's empowered over there. They won't know it. And then they will put him in a road that get the people to dislike him, which they did. This is his road. You go over here, we're gonna put you on power, and we're gonna give you money, and we want the people to hate you. So then when we come
that's
in
the
here,
CIA's game plan, brother.
We fake assassinate you. Once we fake assassinate you, the people gonna love y'all now, and now they will welcome you in. Will welcome arms now. You know, that's the trickery I don't go for no more. You know, that's the same thing they do in the communities. They give us medicine, but the whole time they don't let us know they the one that's getting us sick. You know, it's like,
I hear you on that, and I hear your point, but you can't fake all the people all over the world cheering and joy.
They really cheer and joy. I don't think you understood what I was saying.
You can't just so like maybe I don't all right, maybe I don't, because I agree with you that, like, you know, that's the CIA's game plan, is to create division in countries, to topple governments, and to put people in power that work with their thing, that work with their agenda and everything. But I don't see that with this one, only because, like, you know, of the oppression over there is real, brother. Like, I have close friends from Iran, you know, like, so, like, if I didn't know from their points of view what was going on, like, not even just talking about reading the news or watching videos, you know, speaking to real people, then maybe I feel a little different. But I know what's going on over there from firsthand accounts.
And I think you failing to realize I'm saying they really feel the way they feel. And like you
I was misunderstood you then. My bad.
Yeah, the CIA.
My bad, brother.
You agreeing that the CIA plays a part into making people feel the way they feel. You know, like, you agreeing with me, then disagreeing with me. So I'm confused. It don't matter, because I'm just telling you how I feel, what they doing from my point of view. So if you believe it, that's cool. It was times that I used to believe everything that they put out as well. I'm just done with it, you know, and that's just my opinion. I feel like I said, the CIA, we got history of this. They put people in certain organizations or power in other countries.
Okay, I get what you're going with this now.
And they kill them all. And now the people happy. Yes, if Trump got assassinated here, you think if they plotted and made a plan and Trump got fake assassinated, people wouldn't cheer here? Yes, the people would cheer.
Oh, 100%.
And people watching, people in other countries would think that, oh, America free from depression. They free from this. Because if you talk to America that hate Trump and you from another country, you'll think this how all Americans feel about Trump. So if you talking to people from another country and that's how they feel, they on the opposite side of the politics, of course, that's how you're going to feel everybody feel in that country. I just like, it's a game at the top. They all playing together. I think Dave was trying to say something. What you had there?
But it's just not just in Iran either. It's all over the world, bro. They celebrate.
Hey,
Weezy.
What's up, Weez?
Look, Jeremiah just left to fix the plug. Take that. No.
You look pretty. Look at the lips.
No, they lit over there. That's women for you. But I don't know. I just feel like everybody I know travel all around the world. You know, and it's like it's never a problem. Like go to these countries and have a good time. I've been out the country plenty of times. I never had a problem. I was treated very nice. The people from there
No.
love us. So it's just like it's the people, the power that push these stories out. Yes, it's bad things that happen everywhere. America, your city, my city, everywhere in the country, people get killed and raped, and everywhere. It's not a place I can't think of that these things really don't happen. It's just that it get pushed a lot. But why would people still go visit these countries and have a good time and show you on Instagram? We out here in this country and da 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 da. And then it's just like, wow, people getting stuck in other countries now because they shutting down the airways due to their war. But why are these people not being attacked? Now, one person saying they treat me this way because I'm in their country. You know, it's just always propaganda. And when you go out there and you actually experience it for yourself, experience the love from these people from other places, you'll see that it's bullshit. And when I watched the TV out there in them other countries, it was the same commercials here, but just the opposite. They were saying how American kids are poor. They need to eat. They had little white and black kids on there looking all dirty, saying donate just $1 a day. This can save a kid. And then I'm like, damn, that's the same thing they do with us with kids from other countries. And it's just amazing. They using the same blueprint everywhere else. It's the same thing. McDonald's, it's just better food, you know, and stuff. But it's still the same setup. They got apartment buildings. You pay rent monthly. It's just different pay. They got different currency, different money. You can give them $100. They give you $10,000 in their cash. But it's still balanced out when you buy food and stuff. So I'm just done with it. Once I experience the world and experience other people and cultures, I know that what they be saying is a lot of bullshit. They keep us all where we at now in fear, panic, and confusion.
Yeah, but I mean, I promise you this: no one's going to Iran and not having an issue. Nobody. You are gonna be stopped. You're gonna be questioned while you're there. You're gonna be going through problems while you're there. That's just a fact.
Oh, so you been there?
No, but I know people that have. You know what I mean? Not saying that you can't travel there, but like they don't want us over there. You're gonna have problems there. You're gonna be questioned. You're gonna go through problems at customs. You know what I mean? And like the people, the civilians of the country love us. You know, they like us. You'll have good times around them, but governments, you know, you're gonna have issues with that. You know, looking at things, you could show instances of so many journalists getting kidnapped and assassinated over there.
That's always journalism. You keep talking about the bullshit that they keep pushing out there. Journalism. Somebody that worked for them and no, I'm just saying. Did your friends get kidnapped? The people that you actually know that's telling you is bad. Did somebody snatch them? Did something happen to them? Yeah, I get problems through custom. That's anywhere you go, you're gonna have problems sometimes. But when
I can tell you about the friends that I have telling you about family members that have been killed and stuff. Yes.
Why would they go visit that place? You know?
Yes.
Do you remember yesterday when you said, or it may have been the day before yesterday, that you said that you didn't know anybody who benefits was cut, and that you didn't know anybody who lost coverage or whatever, cutbacks. Do you remember that the other day? You said
say what?
That was yesterday.
I didn't understand you. I don't understand what you're saying.
Remember when you said you didn't know anybody who benefits was cut or whatever like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't mean it wasn't. And the people that you talk to got all their benefits. But the people that I know, we know, me know, and a lot of other people on us know for a fact that it happened to. And that's just the same what Molly is saying. The people that you
I'm sorry to hear it, but we doing good over here.
Wait a minute, Trippy. This is the point I'm making. The people that you talk to didn't have run into that type of recourse. And the people we know, Molly know, I know, may not haven't had that experience. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't mean.
Yeah, no, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with him saying. I just saying a different point of view of things that I know that like that's the only reason because I'm anti-war. I don't believe in that, and I appreciate Trump's action of not putting boots on the ground because other presidents, Bush would have put boots on the ground. I think even Obama would have put boots on the ground, but Trump's decimating their military with planes and ships, not one boot on the ground, and decimating them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He playing a different role than they playing. That's how I look at it. If you believe that it's something different, what I was saying got nothing to do with Trump. That's like if I come out with a drink and
It
I
has
say,
everything
try
to do
this.
with Trump.
No, if I say try this drink, Reese, and she tried, and then you ask her how it tastes, and she tell you it's good, and you just going around saying Molly drinks is good until you try it yourself, you can't say. A lot of stuff people
Hmm.
do, they say, "Well, I know it's this because I know somebody." No, that's why I keep saying you constantly until you go experience things yourself, then
Right.
you can
Yeah,
say something on it. Other than that, yeah, I know people that been to China and had a great time. But
but
until I
it's
go there
research
myself,
too,
that might
brother.
not be
Like,
the same experience for me. And then it might be a different time. At right now, yeah, this not a good time to travel anywhere most times. But for people who was traveling there years before this war come, their story be different than people who traveling there now. It just we get to a point that people tell stories and then they take and hear and then they tell that story and it's always going to be a story. That's why it's called history because it's always his
right.
story. It's always
But
somebody
you,
else's experience. I like to speak off my experience. That's why I say when I went out the country, this how I was treated, and this might not be the same for everybody. And I said that's why I got a different point of view on how I look at things based off my experience, not because Reese went out there and said this how things was, because I know who people that been to the same club, the same spats, and one had a good time, one didn't. So if I just base my opinion off the person who had a great time and I go there, be like, man, this shit some shit. If I base my opinion on it's the same thing with a movie. Somebody might like it, dislike it, but I can't take my opinion based off what somebody else experienced. I gotta only go off my own. So to take people experience as fact is crazy to me. I can never do that. That's why
well,
I
then
keep
we
constantly
disagree, bro.
But
exactly. That's why I constantly keep saying
Yeah,
until
and I
you taste
understand,
the
and I'm
drink
not trying to
yourself.
tell you you're wrong, bro. I understand your point of view. I base my opinions off research and the things I look up, and don't putting two points of view together and then finding the middle ground because that's where the truth's gonna lie.
okay,
Okay,
I have another
that
question.
makes
Okay,
sense.
and this is I know this for a fact because I know both of these individuals. I know two individuals, but
Mhm.
they went to Indonesia, same country, different time. One went last year, I think. When these go last year before last, and one went just recently. One went and had a beautiful time over there in Indonesia and all the countries, Qatar and all of that. The other
Qatar's
person,
not in Indonesia.
well, I mean, well, they was traveling Indonesia, Qatar, wherever you want. For the argument's sake, it's Qatar. I get the names wrong all the time, but Indonesia,
It's two
Indonesia.
different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Trippy, are you missing? Listen to the point. Stop listening to respond and listen to the point I'm about to make to you. Two people, same place. One had a great time, and one was damn near jailed and almost with a scam, kidnapped. So if you ask these two people that went to the same place, one's going to have a fabulous time, and one's not going to have a great time because they almost got incarcerated, scammed, and all that other stuff. So
Okay,
where's the
and what do
truth?
they do to do that?
Where's the truth? Where
That's
is
no.
the truth? The truth is somewhere in between these two experiences, right? But I can't call neither truth because I didn't experience that.
Nah, I just
Okay,
like jail stories. My buddies used to do that. A lot of my friends been in jail 20, 30 years, murder, robbery, all that, and I haven't, So I hear their jail stories and I can research as much as I want what they saying going on in the jails and da 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 and talk to them and I can feel like I got truth. They feel like nigga, you never been to jail. It's
So how would
easy
you
to
know?
say what you read and you heard this and you heard that, but until you experience jail you for
no,
yourself
man.
and prison yourself, you can't say oh, this was hard or this was easy or it ain't as bad as you people try to make it seem. I can't say none of that because I haven't experienced jail myself. Now, if people just can't understand that part, then that's cool. But I definitely understand that. So I don't act like I've been there. I don't try to talk like I've been there. I just listen and I learn from their experience. And I see that all of them had different experience.
Right.
And it depends. Someone
Yeah.
was Muslim, some wasn't Muslim, some was part of gangs, someone was white, someone was black. So it was just different experience for them. But at the same time, they had that experience that they can speak on. So that's how I look at it. I can research as much as I want what they saying they that's done in jail and how they do things. Yeah, I know a little some on it, but to say it's fact is crazy to me because I haven't experienced it. I can't really say what goes on in the jail and how things is in and out and day by day. That's just my opinion on it, though.
All right, so like you say that because you don't experience something or you ain't been somewhere you don't know it's fact. You know, Reese, you say you believe in God. Have you been over there? Have you been through any of the experiences down? But you
Yeah,
believe though.
yes, I've
Did,
actually been into outer body spirits. I'm not even supposed to
all
be here.
right, yeah, but that's
I
your
know
point
that
of view in
there's
this
God because
thing.
I know what He did for me and saved my
Okay,
soul.
all right, for
Personal
you,
experience.
but that's
I
not the
don't know
same
what
for
He
the
did
next
for
person,
Reezy, but I know what He did for me. That's
right?
what
So
I said.
that's your truth.
I have my own personal
All right,
experience.
I'm
That's
not
what
gonna
He's
keep going
saying.
back and forth on
No,
this,
no,
man. We
no,
can
no. We just
disagree to
saying.
disagree, dude. I'm not an arguing type of individual, man.
Thank you,
I'm not
Louisa. Say
nobody
it again.
arguing. They ain't arguing. It's just like
We're
whenever
not
time
arguing. I'm
somebody
just
make a
telling my
point outside
experience.
of you, you got a response. Like when you made your opinion, I say, okay, that's what
Right?
you believe in,
Yeah, because
and I agree with that. But the
I'm just
minute I
saying my
made the
point, and
opinion,
you trying to
you
tell
cut
me I'm
off. I
wrong,
never
like
cut off
brother.
your point. I made a point. I made my point that was different than yours, and you
Yeah,
cut in and start rebutting like this is why, this is why. I don't care how you feel, how you feel. I agree how you feel, how you feel. I understand why you feel how you feel. You just don't
exactly.
understand
That's
how I
all I'm
feel,
saying is why I feel how
and
I
you don't
feel about
care.
the things I'm stating on.
Yeah,
That's
and we
it.
understand that. I said I
I never
understand you
said
feel.
nothing was facts. I never said
No,
nothing.
no, you
This is
said this
exactly
how
how
I
it
get my
is.
facts. I do research and I do this, and then that's how I come to my facts. You know, and I say, okay, I come to mine's
Exactly.
different. I understand how you come to yours. I say I come to mine's different. You know, and that's a different opinion, but you bundling that because I'm saying something different. We can have different opinions, but you keep rebutting off
100%,
of
bro.
what
I
I'm
never
saying.
said you were wrong once.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we could have moved on, but you keep rebutting every time I say something. Or you say this is why this, and no, I think this is why that. And that's like cool. That's why it's great that we got different opinions because it's people out there that
Yeah,
probably
because
think
I'm
like
very
you,
passionate
and
about
it's
these
people probably
points.
that think like me. Nah, I ain't very passionate. I think it's all stage and war. You know,
Eh?
I know a lot of people believe in the last president and the previous, you can believe in this one. It's cool. I'm pro-American. As long as we end up on top, I'm good with it. You know, I just feel like it's a way to keep us all distracted on both ends. That's just my opinion. If they really feel
Oh,
like
yeah, they definitely
this
good at
war is real
distracting us
and
for
they feel
sure.
like they gonna bomb America and send drones over here, if now they feel like aliens real, then 1 minute they ain't.
Let them
If they
try.
feel like the vaccine's good to take, then the next minute it ain't. The next minute they telling us that they ain't doing all of these things and the Epstein files come out, or they are doing all these things. So it's like just the same government that people saying, oh no, they saying this now and they saying this. What do they believe? They were just lying
Hmm.
to us for 20 years, and now they turn around telling us this, and we supposed to believe it. I just go off long-term facts. Like this, how long they've been saying this? They've been saying this for 50 years, 100 years. So I don't care what they said last week, 2 months ago, last year. I don't care about any of those things because at the end of the day, history shows that they are habitual lies. They always lie. You know, that's how I look at things. Hey, Kai, I got your video, but
Yeah.
we can put it up. It looked like some aliens or something. I put it up.
And that's why I felt like it was starting to get into an argument, and I didn't want it to get in that, and that's why I just saying I don't want to argue about it, because
I
like
ain't never
I
arguing.
sometimes I get a little frustrated with things, and I didn't mean to turn it into that, you know.
Shit,
So
you know they love it. They probably loving you, Trip. You never know, man. That's you. You been Trip, man. Don't never think we gonna feel some type of way. Or be like, nah, Trip. Nah, I like you being yourself. You passionate about what you talking about. That means you really research and you love what you talking about. You know.
mhm.
Let's see what Cal sent into us. I don't know what this is, but we gonna give our thoughts on it. Funny man, we starting with you since you've been so quiet.
There are
Okay.
people here that have the ability to predict the future. And Chris Bledsoe was one of them. But when he told people what happened to him when one of those orbs came down and spoke to him, y'all thought he was lying. If you don't know, Chris Bledsoe told the Pentagon in 2012, and one of these orbs that he saw came down out of the sky and was a woman. And this woman told him that she was the divine feminine. He also told him something that was going to happen in 2026. Mind you, this is in 2012. She basically told him the world is about to change because they can't lie to us anymore. The veil is broken. We are living in the age of Aquarius. But it's not what she told him, it's how she told him. She told him that when Israel and Iran exchanged missiles, she told him in 2026,
when Israel and Iran exchange missiles, the veil is going to be broken. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit.
I'll tell you what.
Listen.
Recently.
Listen to this man.
Was, and I put this in writing to the Pentagon in 2012 when I told this. Okay?
2012.
One thing she told me was, when you see Iran and Israel exchanging missiles, and I saw it, the way she tells me is a vision of, I see it like a living picture screen. I could see the rockets flying. Then all of a sudden, orbs appeared out of the ocean and everywhere.
This is crazy.
And I told the government, if this happens, the orb's going to appear and wake people up and stop it. That's what she told me.
April 2026.
Yeah.
And okay, you know, you've put yourself in it there, Chris.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's going to be Chris Bledlow says April 2026 is when it all happens.
But I can tell you this, when I told this to the government about 2026, I just repeated what she told me. They immediately put remote viewers on. And oh my God, 2026, 2027.
This man, the government put remote viewers on.
چندتاشون شدن 100 تا
شد دیدی دوباره داره میره پایین نزدیک ساختمونه
چندتاشون شدن 100 تا
شد دیدی دوباره داره میره پایین نزدیک ساختمونه
بالا میرم ببین
Hey, Cal, thanks for the video. Appreciate y'all. Y'all got any other clips y'all want us to, y'all, give our response to? Just send them in to me. Funny man, what's your thoughts on the video that Cal just shared with us?
I sent you the same video a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I find it crazy. I mean, like, yeah, I just when I first seen it, whatever, no, I was shocked about it or whatever. But like someone goes to boat, you know what I mean? You know, like what you said, like a lot of this stuff is like, it's like the world is a script. You know what I mean? Like we're all just puzzle pieces.
Yeah, and that's crazy because they saying this is the thing, people keep doing this so-called prediction stuff. This person said this and 20 this and that. That's because that's how long they knew, and that's how I look at it. I know a lot of people like this, believe that these people can tell the future when they got no history on being a fortune teller. They like she was a psychic and she was known for doing this thing. It's like, no, she knew something and she thought she should tell the people, and it was good that she shared it, but a lot of people probably didn't believe her at the time. But I think she got a hold of the blueprint, and I think they gotta tell us, and a lot of people don't believe that. That's why I believe they put it in movies, to hint at this is what we about to do. So when we do it, it's okay with whatever God or whatever deity that they believe in. I think that's why they so-called put it in the Simpsons, and it ain't that they predict, they throwing it in our face. This is what to come. She already knew that this was going to come in April of 2026 back then, and now we almost there. We see that a lot of this stuff starting to come true. So I don't think she just some psychic or fortune teller. Like, no, I think she got a hold of the blueprint and she didn't want to be part of it. But she said, I need to tell the people, or that was her job. She got paid to tell the people. Give us a heads up of what's to come. So the people who do read between the lines, they got the message. For a lot of us who don't, we look right past it. Like this girl crazy. But for those, they probably preparing for this years in advance. They knew this was coming. I think that's how they talk in code. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, and when you said when you keep talking about the predictions from the Simpsons and everything, I believe it was in the Epstein files when all it was showing that the creator of the Simpsons was in them elite groups and everything like that and all. So he knew what was he knew what was going on, when he was doing episodes.
Yeah, I heard that too. He was in the Epstein files. What's your thoughts on the video, Trip?
I mean, me personally, I 100% believe that there's extraterrestrial life out there. I mean, there's too much evidence for it, you know. And
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, to think like we're the only ones here when there's 9 planets just in our solar system, you know, billions of planets in our galaxy, and then that's just in this galaxy. Like, it's just crazy to me to think that there's not, you know. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm a believer.
Yeah, that shit. I think it's other life force out here. I just don't think they on these other. I think they right here on the plane with us.
Oh yeah,
Past the
yeah,
ice.
and that I think they walk among us.
Yeah, they got that type of technology that they can
Oh,
probably.
bro. Damn, dude. I freaking tried to send a video and I messed it up. I should have saved it, man. I'm gonna try and find it again. Bro, I was on Instagram the other day and found this video. It would have been perfect, bro. It was like it was and this is the thing though. You know, nowadays you don't know if it's AI or not. But
Yeah,
like it was a video, bro, from a corporation, and it was like these people, someone who came in to visit the place was recording, and they came into place. It was a corporation, bro. I can't remember the name of it. And they sell human sleeves, bro. So, and the dude,
yeah,
like the dude that introduces you, he break like in the video, he breaks down everything. Like
Nah,
they,
we said that before. Yeah, it's called a human sleeve. You can transfer the conscious into this.
yeah, bro. It's a chip that's put in your back, bro. And in the videos from 2018.
Yeah, but I shared that in like 2018. That's how long ago I shared that.
Yeah, bro. That shit blew my mind.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know there's a movie
See,
out that
so you
talks
know
that
what I'm talking about then.
Yeah, the black guy, he be talking about it. Hey, this is the future, and you don't never have to die. We can take your body, he all proper, and transfer your conscious. I'm like, man, it's serious.
But the only reason why I kind of don't believe it's there yet is because there's this dude, right? Multi-billionaire, and he spends millions and millions of dollars every year on like regenerative science, right?
Yeah.
This dude's like 60 something years old, and he looks younger than his son who's in his 20s.
Yeah.
And so, hold on 1 second, Feeny. I'm on the show. All right, sorry guys. Go tell Nana. Sorry, my nephew. And so for me, like, it's really because he's spending all of these millions of dollars every year on this regenerative medicine. Why not just do that? You know what I mean? So that's what kind of, because I believe it could be a thing, but that's what kind of makes me like believe that it's not there yet, because I feel like he'd be one of the ones signing up for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like it too. They close. They say they can regenerate your cells. And,
oh yeah.
So
they've already, they've cloned freaking a bunch of different animals. Don't correct me if I could be wrong and just mashing up videos, but I'm pretty sure they cloned like a human embryo too, but it didn't live. I could be wrong on that though.
Oh yeah,
could be wrong.
They did that plenty of times. I think they was ordered to stop. Bill Clinton made them stop, you know, but somebody else got it pushed through. It made national news. That's when people was like, oh, they cloning people out here. He was like, yeah,
crazy, bro.
You can know it's not legal.
People trying to play God, man.
I think people so rich in life, they don't want to die, you know.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And I think that's what a lot of this whole AI and everything plays into, man, is like trying to turn us into, they're trying to become robots and trying to turn your consciousness into a chip, bro, and just like live forever. And they look at like humans as you know, as a, what's the word I'm looking for, like you know, not like a problem, but like useless basically, and like, you know, trying to find a way to break out of this human form.
Yeah, me and this shield, they can transfer, and let's see, this might be the dude right here.
Someday. No, this project is not about immortality. Given how fast technology is progressing and our understanding of biology, this is the first time in human history where we don't know how long and how well we can live. There is no cap. Now, you could come up with all kinds of arguments to say, here are all the reasons why this is not possible for a human to live past 120 or 150. And you're going to have those very strong opinions. What's different is we now have AI that is progressing very quickly, almost unfathomable to our current minds, which is giving us new powers of discovery that we've never had before.
Is this him? Oh, this might be him.
If we could transport in time and the future could whisper into our ears, they would say to us, this is the moment you transition from death being inevitable to this new horizon of lifespan that just may be brand new to us.
Surely you expect to die someday.
Yeah, that's him, I think.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said you expect to die someday. My man said no. He don't even expect to die. He feel like about time he gonna find it out, you know. So I feel like he getting close to Trip, you know, whatever medicine he using. He look just as young as his son, as anybody that his age. So he on to something.
Me personally, I don't understand the whole wanting to live forever thing, because you know this is hell to me, and you know, I believe in reincarnation and life after this, and I believe there's a reason and trying to up your spirituality. So I feel like, you know, I honestly think, and that ties into like, you know, extraterrestrial beings that are here on Earth, and I feel like a lot of it's in the government. I mean, it might sound crazy, but I feel like, you know, not necessarily saying they are reptilians, but like, you know, because we hear a lot about that, but like another entity is in a lot of control on this earth and is trying to get rid of us. And I feel like if you do that and you take your consciousness out of the body, I feel like you might lose your connection to the source, and then you're stuck in this reality forever. And I promise you this, if everyone ever tried to make me do that, I'm killing myself on it. Well, hypothetically speaking, unalive myself instantly.
You know, this reminds me of y'all talking about the sleeves and all of this. It was a movie out in the 80s. I don't know, maybe before some of y'all was born, called V. They wrote a book about it. I read the book. The book was good. And they also did a mini series. Back in the day would be like 8 episodes. It came on Channel 4, NBC. I even remember the channel it came on, called V. And they talked about, and this was what, 50, 40 years ago, about sleeves, talking about the sleeves and the reptiles from outer space. You know, I mean, right. I was a little kid. I was watching V.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And the guy that played Freddy Krueger played in Robert Englund. A young Robert Englund, very, very young Robert Englund was in that movie. He was a good guy. He was one of the ones, the lizard people that didn't want to eat the humans. He was okay with the other lizard people had the shells, and they was in our politics. People was cohabitating, living with them, and making babies with them and everything. And they were aliens. They had the reptilian. I don't know why they keep saying reptilian. Is it because of Atlantis, the city of Atlantis, and all of that? Which is real, and I believe, like Molly said, and I heard Trippy, I think David, you guys all agree that they're aliens right here, living among us, has always been living among us. You know, like the Anunnaki people, the lost city of Atlantis, the Gilgamesh. He's an alien. The Nephilim, they ain't from Earth. They came from part of the fallen and cohabitated, and boom. But this is what I'm saying. Everything that we see now, that's going through now, it keeps regurgitating and keeps coming back around. And Molly says it best. That's because there's a new generation of believers. There's a new generation of believers. There's somebody born every minute that ain't got the memo. See, and like I was saying the other day, I done lived through a couple of generations. So I remember this, and I saw this turn into this, and I saw this turn into that. I saw a damn beeper turn into a phone where you can see people. I saw a page just a do-do-do-do-do-do. I saw Morse code turn into a live picture. So, because that's all the pager was. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Right.
Pages, 2 ways. And then
right.
And then look at with the phone in there. We could hold a phone in our hand and we could FaceTime.
Right. That would be magic to people back then.
I mean, and the people that's now, they can't imagine well, how'd you get numbers? All you just a beep and all this. They can't
Mhm.
imagine. See, we can't imagine what we already had. We can't imagine what was like before that. And only the people that knew what it was like before they can pass that story on and pass it down and pass it down. And I think that this is just a rehearsal. We've been through this. That's around and around and around and around.
History repeats itself.
Yeah, I like
Yes,
it.
Go off
yes.
the grid, get back on the grid. Find. It's just we see this story over and over again.
Yep.
Eternals. I like that's
Well
why I
said.
like Eternals really played a part on that. You know how they gods and they just here to make sure we don't do too much. But the black guy, the one that was god of technology, he was giving them technology too fast, and that's how they end up going to war. Or not, he was like, we supposed to take our time with them. Humanity don't supposed to be growing at this rate, you know. But it just always got me thinking. That's why they always try to put this elsewhere. What's that, Rick?
That's the same thing that happened in the Bible, Molly. They're saying that the fallen angels, they listed that's in the land city of Nod, the books of the Bible that's missing. They do the same thing. These books are 1,000 years old, but it says the same thing like the movie Eternals. They're talking about the people that had the knowledge, they gave it to the humans, and it was giving it to them too fast before we supposed to have it. And there was chaos and destruction. They destroying each other. Now, how old y'all say the Bible, the Ethiopian Bible is the oldest Bible, but guess what?
Yeah, the Coptic Bible.
Those
yeah,
stories
the Coptic
are
Bible.
Exactly, just like the Eternals.
Yeah.
And if you want to do some research, you go back and go to Samaritan text. Sumerian was the oldest one of the languages. Go back and read some of them stories.
Epic of Gilgamesh and stuff.
A lot of people. It's in those books. It's in those the ones that's missing.
Even in the book, they like this. Like that's why I be feeling like these people are in control of everything, you know, because they always pointing us in the wrong direction. Because even if you read the old books, it's like they stood in four corners. I used to stand on four corners, and then they telling us we live on a ball. So it's like, hold up. So that's why they
think about it. That's right.
And that's why they always say it's space, and they point us out. But when you go back and look at the old maps, so y'all want us to believe all the old history when it comes to this book, that all these deities in them exist, but the people who drew the maps and stuff back there was these same people in these same times. You don't want us to believe they outline on the earth how they align the pyramids so perfectly, you know. And they started to let me know that a lot of this technology is not
ours.
It was old. It was taken. So in our brain, we just assumed that we got shit that they didn't have. No, we got things that they been had, and we didn't get to the stuff that they had yet. That's why they spoon feed us. We just getting AI. We think it's new to us, but people back then, they had AI. They had free electricity. We can tell how the buildings build. Most of them got electricity grids at the top of them, so you can get free power and free electricity.
Yeah, that's how all the pyramids are and stuff.
Yeah, so let me know they was a lot smarter than what we are. We can't rebuild the pyramids. We don't even know how they move, half the cinder blocks they move. My theory is that we was giants, you know, and a lot of people like, what you mean we was giants? Yeah, us, the people that, so these big bones that they find, they try to create dinosaurs, you know, it was dinosaurs. Well, they spoke about giants in the Bible, you know, so let's speak on giants. And why I think we was giants is no different than if you put any animal in the fish tank, it only gonna grow as big as its tank. So I just think that whatever veil we under is closer. We not as they had more space to grow. The trees had more space to grow. The animals had more space. So everything was bigger. We was bigger. That's why these pyramids built the way they built. That's why these doors built the way they built. They still small, and they still build just how we do. We just do it at a smaller scale. But I just think that they found a way to make us smaller. You know, because
sickness.
They smarter than us, you know. They found a way. But that's my theory on what happened. Them my theories on what I think happened, you know, because I look at people feel, I'm like, why your fish so small? And I see other people feel like they fish, and then I noticed the tank, they need more room to grow. The turtles, like they need more room, they need more space to grow. And it's like, damn, we need more room to grow. You know, if the someone is so close to us, then we probably grow a lot taller, you know. And that's just my theory, you know. I'm just like, damn, that's why we find all these old bones, and we be like, dang, this was such. No, that's our ancestors, I believe. They just grew a lot bigger than us. The woolly mammoth, that ain't nothing but an ancestor of the elephant. Now the elephant's smaller. They say it's an elephant. It's really a woolly mammoth. If y'all saying that woolly mammoth was once around and they trying to bring it back to life.
Yeah, I was about to say they trying to bring the woolly mammoth back.
It existed. I'm like, that was the elephant. It was bigger. And let's see how big it grew.
Now,
You know?
now, y'all know good and damn well if they try to bring the woolly mammoth back, supposed to be a docile creature, they gonna bring the raptures back or the other
Jurassic Park.
creatures. And that's when they gonna bring the bad shit back to try to control and subdue the earth like they always do. They take something good that can be beautiful for humanity and then evil and then demonize it. And then next thing you know, it's gonna be a bunch of other shit going around eating up the good stuff. That's what they always do. They put in them. That's why they put part to eat up and choke out the good
Yeah. Leave my damn vegetables alone, man.
Just don't bring no dragons back. If dragons once exist, if they've been all around in all the stories and stuff, if they exist, they actually live the way, please don't bring them back. I do not have to. I don't want to live in that type of lifestyle when we out here flying with dragons. Like, I'm good.
That's what I heard. I heard that's what they're trying to bring back because
I heard that
because them being reptilians, the dragons are like their kings or something.
Yeah, I heard that was the only thing that protected us from them.
You know, it's all in the movies, man. Like Reese was saying, it's all in the movies and the TV shows. That's like the main form of entertainment for us. So that's why they put out a lot of these movies and stuff to slowly show us the information that they know and slowly, you know what I mean, feed it to us.
Yeah, so it's like, let's say ghosts actually exist, but let's say it was spirits that when your people died, they came back in spirit form to help guide you. And let's say everybody that came before us, they got this help and guidance, but they somehow found a way to program us through movies and television that if you see something like that, you should be scared. You should run from it, you know? So it's just like, that's our first instinct. And I know we all had some type of experience that you feel like you might seen something. And as a kid, you just hide from it, you know? But if it was a time that was normal and they was like, dang, yeah, I get to see my great-great-great-grandfather or something, and they knew that. And I think that's why they do that through television. A lot of it is a lot of truth, but they direct us on how we should think about it if we come across it, you know. So that's me.
The ancestors are beautiful. Like you said, the ancestors, and you know what? And I think that's what protects a lot of us. The spirit or the energy of my grandparents, I know protect me a whole lot of times. Have y'all ever something messed up happened to you, and they say, "How are you alive?" Maybe it was our ancestors protecting us. Maybe it was our spirits of the people that came before us that's still looking out for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you walked away from a crash and your car is all scrunched up like a can, like bam, but you walked away unscathed. Who was holding you and protecting you? And maybe God sent us our ancestors to protect us.
When I was a kid in the Bronx, there was a baby that fell out of like a 5th floor window, landed right on his butt, and was perfectly fine. And people say that it looked like when it was falling, it looked like something grabbed it right at the bottom, like its descent slowed down right before it hit the ground.
All I know is more than meet the eye. And I can't see. So all I know, I'm stop saying I can see clearly as my third eye is open.
There you go.
That's the most important, that optic one, that third eye.
Stop using fluoride to be even more open. No fluoride.
Trippy, if you want your teeth looking like they throwing up gang signs and crooked in the government, that's all right.
Hey, my teeth are fine. I don't use no fluoride. Nah, they
Baking
definitely.
soda and
My teeth are definitely a
peroxide.
little crooked though. They definitely a little crooked. But yeah, that
Baking
fluoride no
soda and
good.
peroxide, baby.
Yeah,
That baking soda and
I use Neem
peroxide.
toothpaste.
You use what?
Neem, Neem.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah.
NEEM. But I know baking soda peroxide is better than any
For whitening,
fluoride
yep.
toothpaste you can use.
For whitening, yep.
And to strengthen your gums. They the
Mhm.
dentist, if you got bleeding gums or pyorrhea, I learned that trick from my grandmother. It helps the gums keep it from receding. That baking soda, they mix it up and put like a
Yep.
paste at the bottom
Mint
of the gum.
too.
Yeah,
Mint, not just for like fresh breath, but it also helps like with killing the bacteria.
So does clove.
You did.
Yeah.
I need to try
Oh,
that.
one thing I wanted to say too, if I could,
Go ahead.
different topic. But when we are talking a little bit about like the aliens, reptilians, I think there's a lot of stuff going on in Antarctica too.
Yeah.
And if I don't know if you guys heard, like back in, I can't remember the year, but I think it was like 1300 something. It was like one of the first world maps. I can't remember dude's name, but he was from Turkey and he created this map of the world, right? And it had it's like I think the first map with Antarctica on it. And Antarctica is shown as having forests and green and everything, not ice.
Yep, all green.
Mm-hmm.
And it's turning back green now, so it's gonna come back and reveal itself, and that's why I think they got a treaty there. That's
You gotta go back far. Go back to Admiral Byrd when he flew over there. When they made him disappear, Admiral Byrd.
Yeah.
When he flew over there and he came back and told him they took that man and locked him up, said he was crazy, and he disappeared.
Yeah, you're talking about he flew into the hole into like a Middle Earth and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's another there was another dude from the military from like the past 10 years that had a similar story. Can't remember his name or nothing. Have you guys ever heard of the Y-Files on YouTube?
The Y-Files?
Yeah.
No, what's the Y-Files?
It's just like a YouTube channel. This dude talks a lot about all this stuff, man. And he just makes videos and stuff about all types of crazy stuff, man. Just check it out sometime if you have time. It's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, send me some. I definitely look into it. But that's why I think they got the treaty in Antarctica. That's the one place they agreed to, because before was other explorers can tell you about Antarctica. You ain't gotta wait to hear what the government gonna tell you it's like out there. And then they don't allow you to just travel any and everywhere in Antarctica.
Right. You only can go to one section. Like you can get on a cruise right now and go to Antarctica, but it's like on the top left section you only can go to.
Yeah, and they gonna take you on the tour. They're not just gonna let you.
Right. You're not just walking around by yourself.
Yeah, but if you go there, you see all these different countries that we supposed to be at war with. They just out there working together. They finding ways to discover stuff in the ice. They looking for bacteria. Like who the fuck does that? But it's
because they know the ice. A lot of stuff is in that ice, and that's why a lot of stuff is defrosting in the ice too. Be careful.
But it keep you there. It's like what's past Antarctica. It's like they won't tell you, but you read or look at all the old maps. It was even land past that. It was like how
how do we really know that that's the South Pole?
Exactly. And they like, why are we just ignoring all the old maps? Like, why was it that this was the thing? And it's just how they navigated. For some reason, everybody agreed to, yes, this map is good. Then you look at all the encyclopedias, everything was considered the same map, so just like they changed the shape of the globe, the map. They tell you it ain't nothing past the ice wall. Like
that's the Mandela
wall. You can't
Mandela theory.
Wall. You can see what's past a wall. It's just that they don't want you to know. And then when people come out with stories and old, maps, they say, oh, them conspiracy theories. Well, them people back then, they ain't have the knowledge that we have now. See, now we have the technology. Then what the they had better technology than y'all had, and they had
Maybe
the
it's to keep
access
us
to
out.
travel.
Did y'all ever thought about that? Maybe we not supposed to be past the wall.
Mm-hmm. Why every person that circles the globe go missing?
Yeah, they say that what's it called? The Bermuda Triangle or something. If something happens and they disappear anytime people go through this certain area. I was like, well, Bird made it back, and then he
Yeah,
got on
I
that.
mean, you don't have it, but it happens a lot, though, man. It's still happening today.
I'm like, I'm not flying, you know. So I don't know how they got the heart to do it, but I'm happy we got some people that, you know, they really love what they doing. They want to explore the world. And they want to let us know. Now you got people letting go of air balloons straight into the air with GoPros and stuff on it just to see, you know, what's the shape of the earth, you know, just like because before then everybody used to want to see what's in the water. We don't know more than 10% of what's in our ocean, you know, but we keep trying to see what's above the sky. Like, nah, let's stick to land and water. Let's see what's past that ice wall. It should be possible to fly over it, climb it, anything, man. We know some people right now that do that, climb that building. He can climb an ice wall. You give him the right equipment, he can climb it, but we shouldn't have to. They should have the technology to get over there. I think they know what's over there. I think it's just way more land, and that's more land that they would have to occupy in government, and that's too much. It's better to keep everybody piled up in this one area, you know, because then we can have more control. And I think they free to go over there. I think that's why when they stage certain deaths that I believe that ain't happen, that's where they go. They go to land that's past the wall. And I believe that these places is real. And you look at the old maps, all of these places got the same names that they name after these planets. Look at the old maps, these are a place over there called Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and it's based off they climate. They all got different climates and stuff. So it's just like, man, I don't know. I love history, but it's like when you started getting history like that and they tell you that's not true, it's like, then what is true? 1 minute y'all digging something up saying this something from this time, and it's true, but something that came years after, and we see y'all say that's not true. So it's like they pick and choose what they want us to believe, and I'm just over here just loving it all.
And maybe that's the land of Nod. It's only Nod is, you know, maybe that's the land of Nod. We don't know what it was. They changed the name of so much stuff on the maps, like you said. True Mandela effect right there.
Yeah, true Mandela. Y'all know the voodoo. A lot of people talk angry about that. We had somebody send this clip in, and it's somebody we talked about it a few times on the show. I guess that's why one of our listeners sent it in and just said that they need to stop demonizing voodoo, and this is why they did the doll things. Because I used to be like, oh, somebody might got a doll of you, and I always thought that was bad, but I didn't know the history on it. And there's a guy in this video, he gonna share a small little portion of the history on why they used the dolls back then, you know, so we have a little more understanding.
The voodoo doll. The idea of stabbing needles and dolls to hurt people doesn't come from Africa, Haiti, or New Orleans. Comes from England. Witches in England use a small doll about the size of this cucumber known as a puppet. And they would take these wax dolls and take the hair of the people that hurt them, put them in these wax dolls and take these long ass needles and start stabbing these dolls with these needles, but not to hurt that person. Let me defend my pagan witches, because even they are getting a bad name right now. They're not evil. The only reason we believe that witchcraft is evil is because of Christian colonization. How did it end up being a voodoo doll? So as people of color, back then it's illegal for us to go to the hospitals, to marketplaces, but the most important thing is illegal for us to read or write. But I'm the voodoo priest. You come over to me, little cousin, you say, Roby, I got a headache and this headache will not go away. Okay. I'm going to dab a little lavender oil right there under your nose. I'm going to start making a doll that looks I'll do it. I'll make a doll that looks exactly like you to the best of my ability. Once we're done, I'll take a needle and put it in the head of the doll. I'm going to take that doll and put it up there on the shelf. Then you can go home. So the next week when you come back to see me, you can be like, Roby, that's my doll up there. That's the doll we made together last week. And I take that doll off the shelf and I see there's a needle that I placed in there in the head of the doll. So I'm going to ask you, oh, the last time you came to see me, I see I worked on your head. Is your head feeling better? If you say your headaches are gone, I'm going to remove that needle out the head of that doll because the chamomile stuff worked. But if you say no, I'm going to leave the needle in the head of the doll because what I did didn't work. The voodoo doll is a record-keeping device. It's a medical chart. It's illegal for Black people to read or write.
Whoa.
That's it.
That blows my mind.
What's your thoughts on it, Riri? He said it was basically they couldn't read or write back then. It was illegal. So when they give people medical help, if you had a headache or something, or your leg was hurting, that's where they would poke the needle at in the doll they made of you. So when you come back, that was their way of keeping record. So they probably had so many different people. That was their way of keeping record because they can't write your name down. That's illegal. And they probably didn't know how to read or anything. So that was their way of doing it. What's your thoughts? Did you hear this before? This new to you? This was new to me, so I thought I should share it. What's your thoughts, Riri?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that before because, again, my grandmother's mother, they call her soothsayer or whatever. So I remember I told you when people come to her to used to be for the healing. She used to know how to do a lot of stuff. So yeah, I've heard of that. That's not no new news to me. And of course, we got to have some type of marking system, some type of tally, some type of way, to know. That's record keeping 101. But you saw how who demonized it and why they demonized it. So, yeah.
Makes sense though. I just never thought of that. Like, damn, that's record keeping the whole time, And if you can't read or write, that was a smart way to do it. You heard of that before, Trip? That was their way of record keeping.
Sorry, my nephew came in again. I had to shoot him out. I haven't heard it about so much in England. I mean, I know a lot about in England, like witchcraft was a thing in there, and pagan religion was big out there. I know so much, like voodoo, a little different. I don't know so much on that, but I know like with Santeria, that came from Africa originally, and then traveled into Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and then in Haiti and all that. And my last cellmate in prison practiced it, and I know there's a lot of saints that they have, but it's like really like gods that they have. And when they were originally had different name and different, like the gods look different, but they like turned it into, they picked saints and stuff to take the place of certain gods that had similarities. So when they brought it over here, because back then Christians were killing people for different beliefs. Yeah. And so they took the religion so they could still practice their religions under the face of Catholicism, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And there's always good and evil with both. There's definitely I'm a little bit into paganism. I kind of like left it alone though, because it's kind of playing with fire when you don't really know what you're doing. And yeah, man.
Well, we're talking about two separate things. One is talking about the doll, and then the other one's talking about a record keeping system. White people can read. So your ancestors stuff was allowed to read and everything. So what you did with your dolls and put the hair in it was something totally different than what we did with our dolls, and why we started that record keeping process. So you talking
white
about
people couldn't read too back then. Only the nobles and stuff really. It wasn't just black. There was the commoners.
You wouldn't have got killed for learning it, Trippy. You for knowing your ABCs. They wouldn't have killed you for knowing your ABCs, honey. That's the difference. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's
we had to go under the veil. We had to learn because they didn't think we were intelligent. So we had to like, to them we're not intelligent, but to us we had to have a system that way surpassed that surpassed the regular quote unquote intelligence. We were superior with this stuff. That's how come we got so far advanced, and so many people knew a lot of stuff. And going to school, so shoot, it's the difference. If you didn't know how to read because you didn't want to know how to read, not because it was against the law for you to read. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough way to live. I still think a lot of people probably knew how to read and write. They just was smart enough to know not to read and write around a certain amount.
You're damn right.
A lot of them was out there each other. You know, whites and blacks, they was using each other definitely for whatever needs, and that's who they came to, you know, to get medical help. But if we start up a hospital, the only way to get the citizens to come to our hospital is create laws. So now people not going to deal with your regular doctors that live next door or somebody in the family, because it's illegal for them to actually help you. So that was their way of getting around the law. I look at it like, look, we can't physically write down nothing or keep a chart, but this our way of keeping our records. We're gonna use these dogs. But when people start putting hair and tying stuff and blood and stuff, all that, I think that might, you know, change things. I think a lot of that had to do with the movies. You know, I don't really think that had a lot to do with real life, but it do scare you as a kid. All I seen was bad things come from these dogs. Like if you pull his leg, the dude in real life leg really break, you know. So I used to be like, oh shit, I don't never want nobody to make a doll out of me, because I thought whatever you did to that doll can actually happen to that person, you know. And I'm pretty sure a lot of young kids that probably just getting into that probably assume it's the same thing. But having information like this at a young age and out here on the internet, you can find out that, you know, this is where it actually came from. It was just record keeping. And I don't really think anybody make a doll out of anybody, just give them the power over that individual. If that's the case, I'm about to start making some dolls or some motherfuckers. You know, that if that's the case, I think everybody be making dolls. If you got a dude or a friend you don't like out here, you be like, let me make a doll of this dude right now. You know, so I don't really give it that much power. But you know,
but there's yin to yang, and if you don't correct it correctly, it'll come back on you.
Yeah, you're right. Because I could put 3 pins in your joint. You come back, I can have the pins in different areas and say, well, the last time we worked on your head and your arm, the whole time we worked on somewhere in your chest area and somewhere else. And now I'm working on a whole nother area just to keep finessing, you know. So it is good and bad and mostly everything. You know, I think they know a little more about how nature work and how vibrations and stuff work and how all this witchcraft work. I think they wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't nothing to it, you know. So I think it is something to it. I just don't know how we tap into it to find a way to use it for good. They don't teach us that too much. We got to find it on our own.
It's a fear mechanism. It's fear mongering. So and if you believe something in your mind, in your body, you can manifest it in your body. So if you believe in that voodoo doll and that's going to happen, and you could think it is so a man thinking so he is, or whatever, however that saying go. So you could think, oh, my head hurt, my head hurt. Words, remember, words are spells. Y'all said it yourselves. So you know, it's your mind, it's your level of vibration, it's your thinking, you know, that we need to change. And if you're weak-minded or easily influenced, you know, you can believe in anything. I could give you a wooden nickel and I could buy your home for wooden. Different strokes for different folk, you know. It's some of everything out there, you know. So it's just
it's okay. Look at Louise back there rapping and leaving with some Trip. Go ahead and make your point. Then when you're done, you can leave with some good energy.
All right. No, I just wanted to tell you about like why I believe in a lot of this stuff, man. Crazy. Like I was telling you, my old cellmate that packed to Santeria, you know, his like guru or whatever, because I like, you know, learning about different stuff, and we were on the same cell block one time, and they were doing a prayer, man. I seen it, and then like as he has his hands over him, man, his like, you know, his eyes were bulging and like flickering in crazy ways, like he's being possessed. Like, and then one time, you know, he had pictures and an altar on this thing, and I accidentally knocked over one of the candles on his altar, and like that night, bro, I woke up feeling like I was being choked, like an entity was on top of me. I couldn't breathe. It was freaking crazy, bro.
You was allowed candles in jail?
Yeah. Well, no, you're not allowed, but it's for religious services. Yeah. but like you're not allowed to buy. But it's like you have to be like registered religion. They can't stop you from practicing your religion, and so you can have like certain things for that. And it also depends on the prison you're in and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can make them. You know, it's not hard. Baby oil, petroleum jelly. You know. Yeah, but you know,
My question is, what do you
much love to y'all, man. It's always fun. Keep a smile on your face. Put some smiles on others. And if it don't get great today, it'll get greater later, baby.
Yes, sir.
Much love.
Greater later. I like that. Get greater later.
Funny man, get off that other window browser, man.
What David up there doing? David looking for his mate. Okay, cool. On the window browser.
Yeah, probably Nuffle Shuffle.
My son was talking to me about something.
Oh, my husband.
Son. Need to do some good energy, Dave, before we go, man. You or son, both of y'all can leave us with some good energy.
Say something, Cam. Tell him, say something.
Oh, he's shy. Some good energy. Oh, shoot.
We supposed to meet up with him twice.
Sure, I'm gonna leave with the words of Journey. Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling.
That's nasty. That's not nasty. Mm-hmm. Remember that, Cam. Remember that.
That's funny, man, for you, man.
And that's why I offered him later out, because I know that he's.
I shared the moms. They might just sent another video to my. We shared the mom.
Look.
Say what, Ray?
The saves leaving with some good words.
Yeah, it's leaving something, Ray.
I'm gonna leave the lyrics of Jericho. I'm high, I from outer space. I got Milky Way for blood evolution in my veins.
What in the world?
Let the walls of Jericho come down.
Something wrong with it.
I ain't getting enough sleep. I've been here cleaning and doing stuff in here trying to. Woo. Tell Cam I'm getting our place ready for us, David. I got a home.
Mowing that little boy.
I'm over here to Wayward Pines, baby.
Appreciate everybody for tapping in with us. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe before y'all get up out of here.
Tall Tale Thursdays is tomorrow.
Tall Tale Thursday tomorrow.
Much love, y'all. Appreciate y'all as always, man. We'll see you later.
Trippy, come back with the aliens tomorrow and the reptile people. Tall Tale Thursday.
Yeah, we get crazy.
All right, I will.
With all the crazy stories.
And I won't get so defensive tomorrow. My bad.
No, please do, man. If you don't, I'm gonna find a way to get it out of you.
Don't change.
You gotta stop falling for the bait, Trip. I know I've been messing with you, man. I know I just, I didn't think you would go too far, but you always catch yourself. You be like,
yeah, no, because sometimes I feel like I get defensive, and I don't mean to be disrespectful at all,
Nah, I tend to
We love you, boo. That's
love you too, for real. I love being on here. I love creating these conversations, having these conversations, because, not a lot of people want to have these conversations.
Yeah, right about that. So, yeah, you go hard, boy. You the only white man in here full of black people, man. A lot of people they scared of that, man. You right in, you fit in just like family, man. So yeah, you part of the team.
That. I appreciate that. But I'm gonna go hang out with my nephew a little bit. Much love, y'all. Catch you tomorrow.
All right, peace.
I got to talk tomorrow, y'all. So
you got an appointment tomorrow?
Yep, they're gonna do the test on my arm.
They
I already
doing
see
it.
a RA doctor, rheumatologist, that he's sending me to the orthopedic doctor, you know. So we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right.
Okay. It is up, Trey Money. Trey be on here probably tomorrow, y'all. For those who asking where Trey at.
Oh, we got some upcoming shows too, Marley.
Yeah, I've been putting them up as we talk, you know. So
Okay.
they see them on the screen.
Thank you, baby, because I can't see.
Yeah, I don't be want to drag it too long.
Nah. We
So
done.
we need to be quiet. We can hear back there. Shut it up, Wade. Peace. Yeah, man.